I got your bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Make it clap. Make it clap.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Shit has been not going well today. But today is Thursday, December 4th. This is episode 1014. I just realized now our episodes are coinciding with NFL weeks. It's week 14 in the NFL. This is episode 14. Pretty interesting. Just for a day, though. Now, if we do one episode a week, which lately it feels like that's about what we've been able to muster. But we are week 14 in the NFL. I have tried every which way to fix the Pick'em contest information. This is not happening. What up, Alec? Alex and I just left the dentist. I'm high off the drugs. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, good news is I'm going to have it for you, the pick'em. Bad news is it's not going to be in its typical being able to display it on the screen and whatnot. I'm just going to have to upload like a screenshot. You're going to have to get it from there. Okay? So that's the best I could do. I've worked on this thing for 4.5 hours today. Can't get it. I just can't get it. And my little ADHD brain, that's partly why we were late. 3 reasons why we were late today. 1, I got fixated on trying to fix this and can't. But I tried for you guys. 2, I was like, what the shit? I had a meeting with my agent getting submitted for a lot of upcoming gigs. And 3, for being honest, I told Nora I would do the dishes this morning. And so I was like, don't do them, I'll do it. And then because I was fixated on everything plus the meeting, I forgot it. So I was like, fuck, I had to scramble to get the dishes done before I started the show. I know, it's silly, but there's some things you don't want to do, and disappointing your wife who goes to work every day. Yeah. This is the punctuation guy here. What about the spell checker? No, hopefully those guys aren't here. Nothing worse than a spell checker. A live, in-person spell checker. That sucks. But other than that, I think we're good and on track. Let me see how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to submit me for 8 cruises between January and mid-April. So hopefully your boy gets 1 or 2 of those. That would be good. That would be real good. So yes, that went down today. Hopefully I hear back something positive. What else? Tried to get as much show prep in as I can. We definitely need to get to the college football playoff rankings. Didn't get to that. We'll look at week 14 in the NFL. And we'll look at college football in general, what's coming up. Plus, whatever you guys want to talk about. As you know, I'm flexible. We can get into sports. We can not get into sports. At this point, with the rate that the shit's been going down, and I'm down for whatever. So, what the fuck was I gonna do with this tab that I opened? Oh yeah. So we got shit to do for sure. And not a whole lot of time to get it done in. I have a gig tonight. If you're bored and you want to do something, you want to come hang out with me, and I don't even know the dude's name. Hold on. What's his name? Rafi Bastos is his name. Rafi Bastos. I will be performing with Rafi tonight at the Punchline. Tickets available. Yeah, I can't say I know a ton about the dude, but Punchline always books funny people, so I'm expecting him to be just as funny. So Rafi Bastos at the Punchline, and then Friday and Saturday, if you're in the San Antonio area, you get to come hang out with me if you want to. I'll be at I'll be at Retama Race Park in the San Antonio area. Friday night, 1 show. Saturday night, 1 show with Blame the Comic. Yeah, I'm a boy. And a very funny feature named Clifton Simmons, whom I've had the pleasure of working with and know, and he's a funny dude. So come out to that. Donna asked, there it is. Donna asked, will I be at Jokes Over Brunch? Unfortunately, I will not. I'm not sure I think he's just trying to switch up the lineup some, which I don't blame him. You know what I mean? That's completely fair. They're not going to book me on every show every time. So, nope, I won't be at Jokes Over Brunch, but I encourage you to go. It's a fantastic show. It's a great show. And it's a great way to catch comedy on a Sunday, and then you're home early. So, if you're bored and got nothing to do, definitely go check out my boy, Kanice and his show, Jokes Over Brunch at the Punchline Sunday. Do that. As for me, that's my shows that I have coming up. Okay. So I've got one tonight at the Punchline, and then Friday, Saturday in San Antonio. Next Friday, I'll be in Dallas. So if you're in the Dallas area and you want to come hang out with me, by all means, come hang out, catch a show. I'll be headlining the Dallas Hyenas Comedy Club on Friday, 2 shows. So come get that in. All right, I think that's all the self-promotion and fart huffing I can do. Or that you would want to hear, I'm guessing. So let's get to it. Let's do it. I don't know that my chat is working properly. Yes. Okay, good. It is. It seems to be. It seems to be working. So, how was your night? Mine was great. Didn't do a lot. Hung out with the wife. Those are the good nights now. I remember back in the day grinding at this, trying to make something out of nothing. And there wasn't a whole lot of time spent with the old wifey. But now I get plenty of time to do that. And I am thankful for both.
Heck yeah!
Thankful I get to do this. And at the same time, thankful that I get to spend time with my wife as I do this. Heartthrob! Yo, homie, thank you for resubscribing for 40 months, man. That's crazy. You're the man, sir. Thank you so much. Tony said get your tetanus and hepatitis shots before going to Dallas. I love the Dallas area. I've said it before. As far as just the area itself, I put Dallas up against Houston any day of the week. Any day. It's clean. There's no, I like it better. Okay. I like it better. So I don't know what to tell you, but, I dig it. All right, let's do this. I think we could, you know what we're going to do? We publish this. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way now. I want to get the, pick 'em done because I don't want to leave that out. And then you guys be like, that's how y'all sound. Just kidding. That's how I sound. All right, let me see. There's the form. Can you take Total Dallas and leave him there? I could, but he's just gonna find his way back. You know them Dallas folks, man. They know where their food comes from. So, yeah, he'll find his way back to Houston for sure. Okay, I am picking. Let's see. Oh, this is crazy. Gosh. This is kind of tough, actually. I guess I'm going with, all right, there's my pick. I'm going to go there, submit, make sure that it made it. It did. All right, here's your link for the Pick'em contest. Copy, shorten, copy. All right, it's in the chats. For those of you in the Barry on Deck Pick'em, thank you for lurking, Alex. Chris just resubscribed. Chris from Sam Houston just resubscribed for 33 months, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Also, Chris, your fantasy team was awful. I just need you to know that, Chris. The fantasy team was a debacle. I appreciate you entering. Of course, it's free to play, so why wouldn't you? But your fantasy was not my fantasy. Total Dallas said Houston has a better freeway design. Yeah, it's got a better freeway design, but it's just not a cleaner city. I like Dallas, Fort Worth area because it's clean, especially Fort Worth. Dallas is Yeah, hey man, I get it, brother. Chris says I tried tons of moves that didn't work. Listen, that happens, man. I've had seasons like that where nothing goes right. Totally have had seasons like that. So I was just fucking with you. All right, here is your pick'em contest for the week. It is now, the link is in the chat. And if you're wondering who it is, well, do I have news for you? It is Dr. Macho's Hombres versus Keith Sager. That's right. That's right. There it is. It was the closest matchup at the top of the list at the time. Now, I suppose I could run this one more time. I'm not going to change the matchup, but I guess just for S's and G's, I could run the matchup one more time. Why did it switch over there? That's crazy. That's really weird. It shouldn't have switched. It should have stayed there. Yeah, okay. Got it. That is no longer the closest. I was trying to figure out who the closest was. I think Jenny's mom and Dre were 11.8, almost 12 points off. Keith and John are 12.6, so good enough. And John has never been featured, so everybody else I think has. I mean, we only had a few teams that weren't featured. It just worked out like that. I tried to pick as many as I could that had never been in a matchup. So here's your matchup. You've got Keith Sager's team, which is, boy, that is so hard to read. I'm trying here. Here's Keith's team. Tua, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Jameson Williams, Rashee Rice, TJ Hawkinson, Josh Jacobs, the Vikings defense. And he'll need a kicker. And he'll plug one in, I'm sure. I believe in him. Yeah, he's got a kicker right there. Oh, damn. Everybody's on a bye week. Jesus Christ. And then over on Mr. Jonathan Westling's side, he's got Bo Nix, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Drake London, Jaden Higgins, Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, the Rams defense, and Chris Boswell. Total scores should be 129 or 122.5 is projected for Keith. John's projected to get 109.8. Drake London is questionable. That's why you see the 0 there. So that number will come up. John will probably plug in, I'm guessing like DJ Moore, Troy Franklin, something like that. Something like that. Both of those guys on the road, but that's his receiver choices from his current bench thing. Doubt he'd swap anybody else out. I don't think he's got a better option at running back. No. So there you go. That's Jonathan Taylor versus Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a good little running back matchup, isn't it? Man, Keith's got some running backs. Bijan Robinson and Jonathan Taylor. Go, boy. All right. So there's your matchup. Links are in the chat. Just click on them and you'll be good to go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I can close that out. All right, cool. So you have that. Let me throw this on the Discord because Lord knows I'll forget. And I don't want you guys mad at me, so I'm going to throw this on the Discord real quick. We're going to talk next about the college football rankings because at everyone here is this week's pick'em. Send now. Okay, it's posted. Yeah, let's talk about these college football rankings. Speaking of shits and giggles, how is Mike Jackson? Yeah, bro, I haven't talked to Mike in a minute. I need to reach out, man. I haven't talked to a lot of people in a minute. You know, this shit gets busy, but Mike's good. He's usually good. Usually just doing his thing, however he does his thing, you know. Okay, let me put this over here. Yeah. All right, let's talk about these college football rankings because, boy, oh boy, the powers that be came out with their new updated rankings that includes, oh my God, I fucking hate this. Why does this do this now? You know what? You can go fuck yourself is what you can do. You can just straight up go fuck yourself. Yeah, the powers that be chose, they obviously said they were, yes, let's. CC, I figured you'd be excited for show. Oh my God, I hate you so much. I hate you so much, computer. Oh, technology. Isn't it grand? Yeah, there was a few moves, a lot of it having to do with the Aggies losing to Texas. So we shall look at that. And we'll discuss that. Plus, we'll do dubs. It's rigged. It's not rigged. Total Dallas said the Longhorns should be in. I disagree. I disagree. They're a 3-loss team. First of all, here let me pull it up. Okay, finally got that thing fixed. Jesus Christ. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Chrome resize. I just need to make this a lot easier. Here we go. All right, here is your college football rankings. Playoff rankings, that is. There you go. So it's top 12, make it in. Here's your top 12. Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. UGA is 3. Texas Tech 4, Oregon 5. Ole Miss is 6. Now, all of those moved up a spot because the Aggies lost and fell to 7. So the Aggies dropped 4 spots to number 7. So they have now the Aggies as the worst one-loss team. Second worst one-loss team. Then they have OU at 8, Bama at 9. I had these all fit in here. Yeah, Bama at 9, Notre Dame 10, BYU 11, Miami 12, Texas 13, Vanderbilt 14, Utah, USC, UVA, Arizona, Michigan, Tulane. U of H is 21 now. Cougar. Georgia Tech 22, Iowa 23, North Texas 24, James Madison 25. B. Hannah said, love my Cougs, but they shouldn't be ranked. What up, Walt? Let me see. CFP current bracket. Because right. So yeah. Here's what the bracket looks like. Nope, that's 2024. Good thing I checked. You sneaky son of a gun, you. This is not it either. What the fuck? That was last year's. Come on, Fox Sports. Come on. Nope, still not updated. Well, we'll just have to. Aha. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, they don't have it? Ah, they do. Open image. Boom. There's your bracket. So right now, this is how the bracket shapes out. Ohio State 1, Tech 4, Indiana 2, Georgia 3. I fully expect the loser of Indiana, Ohio State to fall, which in theory would mean you move up somebody from, 5 or 6, and how far do they fall? Do they stay in the top 4 and get a bye? I think it's going to depend on how big of a blowout it is or whatever. What up, Perry? What up? Pew, pew. He's lurking. Appreciate you. It's not about the 3 losses. It's about who I think they can beat half the playoff field. If you think Texas can beat half the playoff field, you're seeing a different Texas team than I am. I guess my lips are a Texas fan. Jesus, that was awful. I don't see it. I definitely don't see it. If we look at this list, because you got BYU 11, Miami 12, Texas 13. They're the first 3-loss team that's ranked. SC is 16. And then behind Texas is Vanderbilt and Utah. So, but we also know, if you look at it, your 11 and 12, they don't have them listed yet, because I think that's Dub said Hoosier 'em or whatever Indiana says. Yeah, I was trying to. So number 12. Let's see, where is it at? So Virginia at 17 here. This is a good breakdown. Virginia at 17, it says, would be the 4th highest ranked conference champion to get a spot. And then Tulane would be the 5th highest ranked conference champion. So that would probably be your matchups as of right now. Yeah. So that means a lot of teams get left out for those 11 and 12. So Miami and BYU don't make it. Be Virginia and then Tulane at 11 and 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you look at Ohio State, their path, they would get the winner of Bama OU. Tech gets the winner of Oregon and whoever that 12th spot is, which again right now would be Tulane. Georgia gets the winner of Ole Miss and Virginia as it stands right now. And then Indiana would get the winner of Notre Dame A&M. And that's not easy. I think that right side of the bracket seems pretty solid as far as like chances to advance for 2 and 3. Now, again, this is going to change after this week's schedule, excuse me. So, a couple of these teams are going to lose. Georgia's playing in the SEC championship game against Alabama. If Bama wins that, how much does Bama move up? How far does Georgia fall? Same is true for Ohio State and Indiana. But as it stands right now, the SEC has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 12 slots. The Big Ten has 1, 2, 3. So that's 8 of the 12 between 2 conferences. It's basically what we've talked about. It's the Big Ten and the SEC, and then everybody else is just there. Now, the fact that Notre Dame is an independent and in just drives me crazy. I think they should have to play in a conference, but whatever. So that's how it shakes out right now. As for Texas, look, Is there anybody in here that I think they're better than that's not going to be a conference champ, meaning Virginia and Tulane? So that would mean you would have to move Texas up to 10 at minimum to get them in. So Texas would have to leapfrog Miami and BYU and then replace Notre Dame at 10 as a non-conference champ invitee or whatever. Hate to tell you this. I'm not replacing Notre Dame with Texas. I'm not replacing Alabama with Texas. Nor am I replacing OU, even though Texas beat OU. Beat the piss out of them. Not doing it. So that's part of the reason why they're just not there. They'd have to leapfrog, or they'd have to crack the top 10, not the top 12, top 10. So that's part of it. Mean Green Wave. I'm not sure what that means. Does Tech rest their starters? For the Big 12 title game? I don't think you can. Hold on. Let me pull this. Bitch, get your raggedy ass. There we go. Now let me close this back. I hate this. You dirty bitch. There we go. Pulled up the schedule for this week. Week 15. You got Tech at BYU. Bama and, oh boy, man, these games. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. It's conference championship week, obviously. James Madison and Troy. What is this? Jacksonville State, yeah, versus Kennesaw State. Tulane and North Texas. And Boise UNLV. Tulane, North Texas, I don't know if they get a win, it's possible, especially if somebody like Virginia loses, very possible that the winner of Tulane and UNT or North Texas could
Heck yeah!
move up, especially with Tulane being 20. North Texas is 24. One of those, I mean, Tulane's already quote unquote in because they're the highest ranked conference champ, so to speak. Virginia is playing Duke. They'll probably win that. But look at the rankings here of these conference champs down here. 1 versus 2, 3 versus 9, and a 4 versus 11. Lots going to be decided this weekend. If Tech loses, they're probably out, and BYU is in. So if I'm Tech, do I sit my starters? I don't think so. I don't think I would. BYU's a 1-loss team, and Tech is a 1-loss team. And whoever loses that, probably out of the playoffs. I don't think you're putting 2 Big 12 teams in. So, it's just, you're not sliding Tech down, but keeping them in the top 10 and then moving BYU up. What probably happens in that game if Tech loses, if they lose, is now your Big 12 team, it becomes the highest conference ranked title contender thing, whatever. So if you're Virginia and Tulane and North Texas, you kind of hope that Tech wins because that keeps your shot alive, I think. James Madison getting Billy Napier is an interesting move. Yeah, Tony, they have Ohio State already penciled in and Michigan the following year. Winner of North Texas and Tulane are 100% in. Is that true, Walt? I mean, let's see. Is that because they're the group of 5, highest ranked group of 5? Let's see. I forget this now. There we go. 13-member committee ranks top 25. Committee final rankings are used to determine the 12 playoff teams. The 5 highest ranked conference champs automatically get a playoff spot. At-large bids. The remaining 7 spots are all filled by the next 7 highest ranked teams, regardless of conference championship status. Got it. Oh, excuse me. And it says the 12 teams will now be seeded directly based on the final rankings of the CFP. Yeah, so there's no more of that conference champs get a bye and all that shit. That definitely is out. Thank goodness, because that was stupid. Oh, this is the same fucking thing I'm reading over here, isn't it? Is it? No. Where else? See, that's so stupid. Here's what you need to know about the postseason format put together by the commissioners of the 11 major college football conferences and Notre Dame's athletic director. Why Notre Dame gets a seat at the table as one of the 12, representing themselves, and that's it? Beyond me. It's beyond me. I think it's total horseshit that they get a seat at the table and represent themselves like they're a conference. That's just ridiculous. There are 13 members of the FP selection committee. It's a collection of people with experiences. Coaches, players, college admins, athletic directors, and journalists. So that tells you, let's see, let me pull up something here. So the conferences are the ACC, the Big 12, the Big 10, the SEC, and what's the fifth one I'm missing? The American, right? Am I missing one? Amos said they are a conference. They're Catholic in America. Shut up. And Texas was not blown out by OSU. The Florida loss is the only reason to keep Texas out. I didn't say they were blown out. Did I say that Texas was blown out by OSU? I didn't say that. I said they beat OU, but that wasn't enough. I didn't say they were good. I said that even the fact that they blew out OU wasn't enough to put them up there. Joe Pro, blue and gray, 2 super conferences, relegation. Yes. UT will cancel the OSU game next year. No benefit in playing it.
Leaves a school for another one late in a season. Should they be forced to participate in any eligible bowl CFP games they were going to be in?
Is this a poll? Did you suggest a poll, Heartthrob? Did. He suggested a poll. All right. Let's see. Where's the poll maker? New poll. Yeah, damn, this is a lot of words, Heartthrob. See, I don't think I can put all that in here. Yeah, that's a lot. If a player or coach transfers, leaves a school for another one late in the season, should they be forced to participate in any eligible bowl games they were going to be in? All right, here we go. If a player coach transfers, should they have to play their bowl game? Okay, that's all I can fit in there, Heartthrob. So it's about as best I could do. Yes, no. All right. That poll is up. Let me put it on the tubes and start a poll. Yes, no. All right. Poll is started. Get on Heartthrob's poll. No, Joe Pro. That's the first thing I thought too. I was like, oh shit, Total Dallas thing got timed out. He said Total Dallas got his back blown out. Listen better. No, I didn't say that, Cisco. By the way, Cisco, thank you for resubscribing for 41 months, sir. The man. That's super dope. That's badass. Thank you. Oh, okay. This is... Yeah, what up, Iceman? Iceman said G5 gets auto bid. Winner of North Texas Tulane, 100% in. What is the... Yeah. Okay. Group of 5. Let's see. Group of 5, which is... I always forget them. The American... Conference USA, Mid-American, Mountain West, and the Sun Belt. That's your group of 5 conferences. And American is Tulane, North Texas. Conference USA ain't getting shit. Who else did I say was your group of 5? Oh, fuck, where'd it go? Okay, go away. Ah, there we go. Conference USA, Mid-American, MAC, that's right. Mid-American isn't getting anybody in. Mountain West has Boise, UNLV ain't happening. And the Sun Belt, James Madison and Troy. So it does look like Walt Wright, once again, winner of Tulane UNT, is absolutely getting in. Dig. That would mean that your other conference champ, so let's see. Where's the... This is a mess. This is a god. They should make this shit more easy to find. Nope. None of this. So it says 4 highest ranked teams receiving a first round bye. If one or more of the highest ranked, if one or more of the 5 highest ranked conference champions are ranked outside of the top 12. That team or teams would move up to the 12, 11 seed, etc., based on the number of conference champs outside the top 12. So there you go. Right now, as it stands, I showed you Virginia was the only one outside of the top 12. Let's see. CFP probabilities. Oh, this is according to the playoff predictor. Well, we'll use it. Last updated December 2nd. Look at that. So, got Georgia, Indiana, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Oregon, Texas A&M, and Texas Tech. All with a greater than 99% chance. So, I guess if Tech loses, they're still in? That's interesting. Bama's got a 97% chance, Notre Dame 58, Virginia 55, James Madison 51. North Texas is a 50-50 shot. Tulane 40, BYU 34, Miami 11. Yeah, I don't think the loser of Ohio State, Indiana falls outside of the top 10 for sure. It'd be interesting to see what happens to Tech if they lose, though. I mean, are the players even going to listen to the coach seriously anymore? That's a good point. Long story short, I voted no. That seems like school business to me, not CFP business. Okay. Total Dallas said poll too small, can't find. Yeah, Amos said I didn't even know Conference USA was still a thing. That's why it's hard, man. It's like none of those conferences really. I mean, they matter because especially if you're playing there and all that, and the other. But in the grand scheme, and I hate to say it like that, but in the grand scheme of college football, there's maybe 4 conferences that people give a shit about. Basketball's different, baseball's different, but I mean, there's 2 major conferences that we all, know and care about the most, Big Ten and the SEC. Big 12 is meh. The ACC is down big and bad. And then what? I guess that's really it. Big 12, ACC. I mean, the Pac-12 don't count no more. So it's just not a lot. Just not a. It's not. The landscape isn't quite as sexy as it was. I was trying to find. Well. Okay. I can't find it. Oh well. So there's your playoffs as of Tuesday, December 2nd. I gotta say, man, it would be tough if you guys were like, all right, you have to pick your winner right now. Pick your college football.
Total Dallas.
Uh-oh.
Take your closet Broncos love to the sin bin.
You knew that was going to happen at some point once it got mentioned. Oh, boy. Sucks to be Total Dallas. He has been relegated.
Great time. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser.
Get out.
Total Dallas
see you
timed
later.
out. Sorry, buddy.
Get out of here.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you later, fucker.
All right, I'm going to go time Total Dallas out on YouTube. I'll be right back. Put user in timeout. 10 minutes confirmed. Poor Total Dallas. You guys are so mean to him. Joper said, who the fuck is JMU? I assume they were a basketball school. Patrick Swayze never heard of them.
I never heard of it.
That's it. That's exactly right. It's just James Madison, Didn't he sign the Declaration of Independence? I have no idea who the fuck James Madison is, if I'm being honest. He's a president. I don't know. The fuck do I look like? All right. By the way, there's no reseeding of the brackets. I did know that was the only thing I knew is that there's no reseeding. That's like the only thing. Yeah. So, all right. Okay, I can't find anything that I was looking for that, so fuck it. Let's go ahead and take a peek while we have time. Man, I should probably feel better than I do. I know I sound bad. I don't feel as bad as I sound, that's for sure. Here we go. Week 14. College football is going to give you what you need as far as great matchups go, if you're into that sort of thing. Your NFL schedule looks like this. Dallas is at Detroit. Seattle's at Atlanta. Cincy at Buffalo. Tennessee at Cleveland. That's going to suck. Washington at Minnesota. That's going to suck. Miami at the Jets. Jesus Christ. What a shit week in the NFL. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Indy at Jacksonville. Yay. Pittsburgh at Baltimore should be good. Denver at the Raiders. Meh. Denver going to beat the brakes off of them. Sorry, CC and Total Dallas. You're in for another week. Chicago at Green Bay. That'll be good. The Rams at the Cardinals. That'll be a blowout. And then Houston at KC. That's the Sunday night game. And Philly at the Chargers. Bye week teams include the Patriots, the best record in football, the Giants, the Niners, and Carolina. So there you go. Oh, man. I think I'm getting carpal tunnel. I really do. My wrist just starts hurting for no goddamn reason. Total Dallas got extradited across streaming platforms. That's impressive. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We got ICE agents in the chat. Just taking people out left and right. Excuse me. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. If you're into this sort of thing, we could take a gamble, or take a gander, I should say, at the Laminator 5000. It's up to you. We don't have to, certainly. Is this week 14? I said yes. 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 I said you know your judo well. So we can take a look at that and how it. What? Expression failed. Well, I guess Jesus Christ, is anything gonna work? Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I guess we're not looking at that either. Okay. It can all go fuck itself. I know it's shocking that I'm having tech problems with spreadsheets and shit that I've made myself, but you're just going to have to trust me. It's all my fault. I don't know why this isn't working. I'm just going to put it on screen without my face there, but I just want to say thank you to Sylvia and Donna for once again supporting the show with their Thankful Thursdays. Sylvia, Donna, you are amazing, and I love you both. Thank you for continuing to support this show with your generosity. And Donna said this was for the Thankful Thursday, and she's especially thankful for this community that you've created. So thank you, Donna. I appreciate you being a part of this wonderful and amazing community. And Sylvia said, happy PLD, Thankful Thursday. Sylvia sent the one last week on Thanksgiving and was like, I hope you're enjoying the food and the family, and just so thoughtful and so sweet. So thank you both from the bottom of my congested heart. I love you both and appreciate you. All right. Enough about that. So we know we got conference title games going down this weekend in college football. Plus NFL. There's some good games in the later half of the day. You just got to make it through noon, I guess. What I would do if I were you, record a bunch of the college football games, and then at noon, even if you're a Saints fan, watch some college football instead. Boy, I'm going to catch it now in the chat. Excuse me. So, yeah, football's shaping up quite nicely. If you haven't been keeping up with basketball, I tell you, specifically, I've been trying to watch as many Rocket games as I can. This team is looking really, really good. Too bad the Oklahoma City Thunder exist. There's just not a better basketball team on the planet right now than the Thunder. Rockets a half game behind LA. Unfortunately, LA is 5 back of the Thunder. So, Luka and Austin Reeves balling out in LA. And the Rockets have held together well. Excuse me. God damn, what is that? Yeah, the Rockets have held together well. There's still room for improvement with this team. They've done all this without Dorian Finney-Smith added to the mix. And that's going to improve their defense significantly when they get him. And when they get Tari Eason back. So as good as they are offensively, they're going to get 2 key guys back from for their defense no later than January, is what they say. I mean, we'll just have to see. But that's the thinking right now, is that both of those guys will be back sometime around January. So, Lakers, I was looking at their play. They got LeBron back. He's played sporadically. He played on the 18th, the 23rd, 25th, 28th, and then December 1st. So, yeah, he didn't start playing until the 18th. And I don't know if that's all the games he's been back for, or has he missed some? But the point is Lakers are doing it without LeBron, and you kind of expected that. I mean, I don't think anybody really expected LeBron to carry the Lakers anymore. It's not going to happen. By the way, let me check the poll results. Go over here and stop it. End poll. If a player coach transfers, should they have to play in the bowl game? 80% on YouTube said no. 20% said yes. On Twitch, it was much closer. 56% said no. 44% said yes. So the vast majority say no, they shouldn't if they transfer. Because here's the problem. If they transfer or take another job, they don't have the same, they're not emotionally invested in that school anymore. So why would you make them play? And that was kind of what the AD at Ole Miss was saying, is like, look, we told Lane Kiffin a long time ago that if he does leave, he won't be coaching this team in the playoffs. And I don't blame him. I don't blame them at all. This is going to be interesting, though, what happens to Ole Miss now in the playoffs. That's the one thing that I think is the most interesting about this, is when you have a team like Ole Miss, top 6, but then their coach skedaddles. What do you do about that? How do you re-rank them? Well, I mean, we saw it didn't matter much. They're still highly ranked. I mean, they still earned it. But how much of that is Lane Kiffin and how much of that is the players? I guess that's the question that the committee has to answer. I wouldn't want to have to do it. I'll tell you that. I certainly wouldn't want to have to do it. Yeah. Oh, I was like, what the heck? I got an email from the food bank. I was like, what happened? They were just thanking us for the donation. So, very cool. Is my chat not working? Son of a bitch. Oh my God, I'm so fucking, this whole show has just been subpar, and I apologize. We had such a great start to the week with the roast, and here we are subpar in it. I'm going to give you some video goodness. Ole Miss moved up one spot after Kiffin's announcement. It's because the Aggies lost. It's not because he left. It's because the Aggies lost. Everybody moved up a spot. So that's why. Okay, there's one. I was trying to give y'all some video goodness for the week before we get out of here. What is this? I don't know what that is. We'll just leave that for now. But this video right here. Yo, what was that? Yo, bro! Oh, does it say roast to my face? Damn it. It wasn't supposed to say that. I was supposed to change it. I thought I did. I changed it on the tubes. But thank you for the heads up, Joe Pro. Very much appreciated. Done. Saved. Are you sure that wasn't them sending the money back, asking you to donate that money to Mark G based on that pick on behalf of all the hungry folks in Houston? Cisco, the roast is over. Leave the man alone. Yeah, well, that's a really good point. As usual, Walt's got great points. The problem I see with the NCAA football is the offseason starts before the regular season ends. Yeah, and part of that is included in the offseason starting, so to speak, is players sitting out because of the bowl games and whatnot. You know what I mean? So like it changes the landscape of everything. I mean, we saw Florida State, when they didn't make the CFP a couple years ago, they just sat everybody and tanked their bowl game. And if you're a bowl sponsor or bowl runner, you don't want that. So that is, I you know what I think they should do? To Walt's point, I think you have to freeze movement until the season's over. I don't know how you do that. Donna said that'd be $10, Cisco. Yeah, I don't know how you do that and make it all work for like eligibility and the school and whatnot. But I think you just have to be like, look, coaches can't leave until the season's over with, or until they're eliminated or they've played their last game. How about that? Once they've played their last game. So if you were in the playoffs, if you're Ole Miss and you lost in the first round, okay, now you can make the change before the season's over. But if you still have games on your schedule, you can't transfer and you can't, quit your job and take another one. Now, there's nothing you can do about players just sitting out. Once they're done, they're done. They can be like, yeah, I'm a senior. I'm not risking this shit. There's really not much you can do about that unless you somehow bake it into NIL money. But then now that's just the school paying these guys, and it's not the same thing. Although it will be eventually. So, I don't know. It's a very complicated thing. I'm not going to show you that because now that I'm looking at it, they look like it was AI, and I can't fucking stand that. So I'm not going to show you. There was just this Allen Iverson highlight reel, and it was just fucking unbelievable. But it was on like Threads, and it just looked like it was AI generated. So I was like, maybe not. I was like, I'll pull up this highlight reel. It's 20 minutes of AI highlights. No thanks. I will say this before we get out of here, because it's time. I'm going to go take some Sudafed, eat some soup, and then go to my gig. But I'll say this about just like I always tell people, man, if you want to see something that will make your pants move, just go watch, get on YouTube and just look for Earl Campbell highlight reel. Oh my God. It'll make your pants move. Well, once I saw that AI highlight reel, I was like, God damn, I forget just how amazing Iverson was. It's probably not talked about enough. Yeah, Don said people lose patience very quickly this time of year. I'm not about that. Hey, right? It was AI generated. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was terrible. Man, pew pew, nailed it. AI equals Mike Vick. What a fantastic comparison, Perry. That is a great comparison. Yeah, B. Hannah said, and at 6 feet. I know. That's what's the craziest. Early signing day for 2026 is this week. That's insane. Now, that should be okay if you're a high school kid, you know? But I don't know if you just, allow anybody to do that. It just fucks up everything else. It fucks up the rest of the season. But I guess to their point, it's like, well, we're just playing the regular season. It's like, well, there's two. Oh, Aaron said it was yesterday. Was Allen Iverson the bridge to the modern NBA? I don't think so. I don't think he was the bridge to the modern NBA. If I had to pick who was the bridge to the modern NBA, probably Kobe or LeBron. Because Kobe still falls into that old school. Like, Kobe played against Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, AI was just one of one. There was just nothing like him. But I could see where you would draw that conclusion. But I think maybe Kobe, LeBron, and I'll throw a wild card in there to like the modern, like actual current day right now bridge. He hasn't been around, I guess, long enough to be that bridge, but you could certainly say he's changed. He changed the game from what it was to what it is, and that would be Steph Curry. And I saw something that was like, he's been around for 17 years now? That's just crazy. He was drafted... by the way, Steph Curry from Akron, Ohio. Boo. Just kidding, Jen. 2009. Yeah. Crazy. First round, 7th overall pick, 2009. But I think he is certainly responsible for changing the face of the NBA or the way that it's played. But, Joe Pro, that's a good one too. Dirk. I hate to admit, but Dirk was a big dang Euro bridge. Dirk's a good one. Amos said KG might actually be the bridge. No. I don't think KG, he didn't have a great outside shot. The modern NBA has to be the guys that set the stage for guys like Jokic and Embiid and Giannis. Those bigs that can shoot threes and run the floor. And KG was kind of a gritty power forward type, but Dirk is probably a little better suited for that kind of title. But yeah, I'd have to go I don't know. That's a really good question. And then a really tough one to answer. AI stopped the Lakers from going undefeated in the playoffs and finals. Yeah. Total Dallas, I hate you so much for these stupid ass dad jokes. Jesus. Joe said, okay, I was confused too. Too many AIs in context. Game 1 of the finals dropped like 50 on the Lakers and Kobe and Shaq team. He was one of one, bro. He really was. I love Pew Pew's comparison to Mike Vick. Mwah. So great. So great. All right. I have to pee. I have to get some soup in me. I have to get some Sudafed in me before the show. And I love you guys. Look, it was not my best effort today. I fully admit that, and I am sorry. We will do better next week for sure. Oh, speaking of that, Jeremy gets here right when I leave. Jeremy's like, been forever since I've been able to catch a live show. Well, there goes that, Jeremy. Thank you, B. Hannon. Much love, man. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Uriel. Appreciate you. Thank you, Skip. Much love, Mark. So Monday, programming note. Monday, I have two things going on. I'll be shooting a TV show Monday afternoon, and then I have the open mic and workshop Monday evening. The TV taping is at 3 o'clock. So we won't have a show on Monday, unfortunately. So I will see you guys on Tuesday. But at least I told you so you can prepare accordingly, all right? So, no show tomorrow, obviously, and of course. But no show on Monday. I'll be taping the nightcap. And then just moseying on over to the punchline, okay? All right. All right, so I will see you guys on Tuesday. Enjoy the college football this weekend. It's going to be fantastic. Late games NFL will be fun too. Try to watch a Rockets game. Huh? Try to watch some Rockets. Tony said, have a great weekend, Mark. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. Please leave some food on the show. Tony, you're such an asshole. Oh my God, you're such a dick. Art Tops of Thunder Up, y'all. Be at the game to watch them beat up Dallas tomorrow night. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Much love, Total Dallas. Thank you, buddy. All right, thank you to everybody. I love you. I'm about to piss my pants, okay? So until I see you on Tuesday, do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Goodbye, everybody.
And he's making a YouTube video!